She went out to celebrate her birthday, but never made it home. A night of joy turned into a nightmare when she put her trust in the wrong person. What really happened to Jassy Correia? It was a freezing night in February when a young woman found herself abandoned on the street following an argument with a friend. It was late, and what was supposed to be a joyous birthday celebration had ended with her left on the sidewalk, barefoot and without a ride. In desperate moments like these, we all hope to find kindness in strangers, but who can truly be trusted? When an Uber driver refused her request for a ride, she made a fateful decision, placing her trust in the wrong person. That night, she vanished, never to be seen alive again. I just want to say, someone knows something. Someone has my daughter. Please just let her go. These were the desperate words of a grieving mother as investigators combed through an apartment in Providence. The search for a missing young woman was underway. Police had been working tirelessly to uncover the truth about her disappearance after she was last spotted leaving a nightclub. Her tragic story would soon unravel. A birthday night turned into a nightmare, leaving a grieving community behind. Jassy Correia was born in February 1996 in Praia, Cape Verde. At just 3 years old, she moved to the United States with her father and grew up in Boston. She deeply appreciated her family's sacrifices, always looking forward to the bright future she envisioned for herself. Her notebook was filled with reminders of her aspirations, with a cover that read, "Life is my favorite adventure." Inside, she meticulously recorded her budget and tasks, applying for jobs, visiting family, taking exams, and finding new opportunities. Encouraging notes in the margins read, "You've got this, and keep thriving." Jassy had faced hardships, including poverty, and had received support from a social worker as she worked to build a stable life. She was employed as a hostess at a Boston restaurant, but was actively seeking work closer to her home in Dorchester to provide for her 2-year-old daughter, Gabby. Gabby had been born under difficult circumstances. Her father, Miguel Castro, was Jassy's ex-boyfriend, though details about how they met remain unclear. Their relationship quickly turned toxic. In January 2018, when Gabby was just 1 year old, Jassy sent a chilling text to Miguel's mother, "You need to help me. Miguel won't let me leave. Don't call him. They'll kill me." She included a photo of herself, showing injuries that Miguel had inflicted. He had broken her nose and fractured her orbital bone. Miguel's mother, recognizing the danger, called 911. When police arrived, they found Jassy hiding under the stairs in Miguel's home, barely able to speak. He had flown into a jealous rage, refusing to let her leave. Although police pressed charges, Jassy did not cooperate with the case, likely due to the trauma she had endured. Miguel was ultimately convicted of kidnapping, assault, battery, witness intimidation, and attempted crime. He was sentenced to 4.5 to 5 years in prison, along with 3 years of probation, and was strictly forbidden from contacting Jassy. With Miguel behind bars, Jassy worked on rebuilding her life. She was arranging daycare for Gabby, looking for stable housing, and had even secured a job interview scheduled for February 25, 2019. Tragically, she would never make it to that interview. Jassy's 23rd birthday fell on February 26, 2019, a Tuesday. To celebrate, she planned a night out with friends on Saturday, February 23, while Gabby stayed with her paternal grandmother, the same woman who had once saved Jassy's life. Jassy spent the day preparing. She visited her friend Nia's apartment in Dorchester, where they got ready together. For the evening, Jassy chose an orange jumpsuit, a denim jacket with wing designs on the back, and black high heels. She brought only her essentials, her purse and phone, leaving the rest of her belongings, including her apartment keys, at Nia's place. She planned to return there after the night out before picking up Gabby the next day. At nearly midnight, Jassy and Nia were picked up by friends Asia and Reggie, heading to Venue, a nightclub in downtown Boston. The night began with celebration. They bought champagne, took tequila shots, and danced. However, tensions arose between Jassy and Nia. The argument escalated, continuing even as the club closed at 2 a.m. As the group walked through an alley toward the parking garage, Jassy removed her heels and handed them to Asia. CCTV footage later showed Jassy and Nia continuing to argue. Nia shoved Jassy multiple times. Despite the aggression, Jassy remained calm, attempting to de-escalate the situation and convince Nia to return home safely. Asia wanted Jassy to leave with them, but she refused, unwilling to abandon Nia. Eventually, Asia and Reggie left, accidentally taking Jassy's shoes with them. Alone, barefoot, and unaware of the danger ahead, Jassy was never seen alive again. Nia awoke the next morning to an empty apartment. Concerned, she tried calling Jassy, but there was no answer. As hours turned into days, Jassy's friends grew worried. She was always in contact, so her silence was alarming. By the afternoon of her birthday, her father and Nia reported her missing. Surveillance footage provided answers. It showed Jassy, still barefoot, spotting an Uber parked nearby. She asked the driver for a ride, but he refused, wanting a higher-paying private fare. When she entered the car, he pushed her out onto the sidewalk. At that moment, a stranger approached. That man was Louis Coleman III. Originally from California, he was a 32-year-old with a master's degree in physics. He lived in Providence, Rhode Island, earning a comfortable salary of $70,000 a year. On the surface, he appeared ordinary, smart, successful, and quiet. But something dark lurked beneath. On the night of February 23, Louis had also been at venue. He had flirted with another woman, but was blocked by her brother. Leaving the club alone, he saw Jassy being rejected by the Uber driver. At 2:16 a.m., he approached her, speaking to her for nearly a minute before convincing her to go with him. CCTV captured him giving her a piggyback ride, perhaps because she was barefoot. Further down the street, she got into his car. The police tracked Louis using surveillance footage and his phone's location history. His car remained parked for 12 minutes with its lights off before he drove away. At 4:15 a.m., he arrived at his apartment in Providence. Days later, Boston police arrived at his building, unaware that Louis was watching them from a distance. After they left, he retrieved his car and was captured on CCTV struggling to wheel a heavy suitcase to it. On February 28, police entered his apartment. The windows were open despite the snow, and several items, including a couch cover and shower curtain, were missing. Security footage revealed the horrifying truth. Louis had brought Jassy's lifeless body inside early that Sunday morning. Louis was arrested in Delaware while driving with the suitcase in his trunk. Inside was Jassy's body. Forensic analysis revealed he had assaulted and strangled her. His internet searches included, "Can a body fit in a suitcase?" and "How to embalm a body." In 2022, Louis was convicted of kidnapping, resulting in death and sentenced to life in prison. Jassy's story is a devastating reminder that women deserve to feel safe in public spaces. Her life, filled with promise, was stolen. Justice was served, but the pain remains for her loved ones. Let's ensure that violence against women is not just a women's issue, but a responsibility for all. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and remember Jassy Correia. Jassy Correia's story is a chilling reminder that danger can lurk where we least expect it. Could this tragedy have been prevented? What warning signs did everyone miss? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. But this isn't the only disturbing case that will leave you questioning everything. Stay with us for our next video. Detectives have never seen such violence and abuse. The disturbing story of 2-year-old Coraline Pfister. Don't miss out. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a case that needs to be told. Stay safe, stay aware, and we'll see you in the next one.